Hey there, Cactus. You and me, let's play some Modern Skyblock 2. Yeah! Oh. Howdy, folks. Grok the DuckFarmer here, and I'm on the FTOG community Modern Skyblock 2 server, hanging out here at my stone processing plant, and I did this a couple episodes back, and I figured I should bring you back over here and show some updates on it, some improvements and whatnot that I've done, and let's spin around and take a look. If my voice sounds kind of deep, it's because it's really early in the morning for me. But I figured I want to jump in here and start recording. So, same old processing. This has worked fantastically. This, let's go underneath here and take a look over here on the edge. This has been working just fantastic. This setup really works, and I'm glad that Torgal spent the time to investigate this, because I've yet to have this do anything wrong. It's consistently worked, whereas the other methods where they flow sideways into each other, weird things with tick, or even in single player watching this, and sometimes the lava would flow over into the water when I expected the water to flow into the lava. Anyway, this format, fantastic, and it's been generating great galloping gobs of the cobble, which I need. 2 of these electric furnaces here, and one just wasn't enough. I needed to bring in a second one, so I needed to do some weird cabling to get this to work, because these embers pipes are really easy to make and they're fast, so being able to pull the stuff out works really well. The one drawback with these is that they store a stack of stuff. So there's a stack of stone there, a stack of stone there, a stack of stone there, a stack of stone there. I'm not sure if these ones also hold a stack of stone. Likewise, there's stacks of cobble up in there, but that's okay. It works, and I love that they all have on-off switches. It makes it real easy to come in here and say, I don't want more cobble, so stop making noise. But that works out. This was the double chest. I went ahead and made it a double dense storage, just because it holds so much more of these grinders in it. And I've gone through probably 10 or 11 full stacks of these, so 64 times 10, maybe 11 of them stacks. I lost count, and they've been doing pretty good in getting me the resources I need. One other thing I did is I had just a small covering of glass around, and this was on the top pointing down. I put it to the side just so that there were 2 empty blocks here where they break, so that they can pop up, and that seems to have worked really, really well as far as keeping them from exploding out. I also put full blocks. As much as I really liked having just the glass covers around, the full blocks are keeping the items really contained in those 2 areas, and that works really well. Otherwise, I noticed they kind of exploded out to the side, which was not helpful. If you're setting up a situation very similar to this, I would suggest putting the input chest with your collector, whichever collector you're using, farther away from the cauldron than I did mine. It would make life a little bit easier. I actually chiseled out a little hole here so I could reach in and fiddle with this and play with the radiuses there. But, do what you want to do. Also, on-off switches. You're playing on a server, you should always have everything turned off. So this one flags these things to stop breaking. This one just always continuously tries to place stone, but once they're stone, it stops. So it's not ticking on the server. Likewise, I've got a switch here that stops the processing of the powders and whatnot in the cauldron, as well as turns off pulling anything from this chest. So if this is full and I want to shut things off, I can. And that's worked really, really well. And I've got gobs of ore powders, which is really nice, and then tons of resources here. The most I've got is the lapis. I've got over 10,000 lapis here, which is really, really well. When I first set this up, I figured I'd be grinding gobs and gobs of stone, and so everything here, except for the netherrack, which is from or nether quartz comes from nether rack, and so I figured I'd probably need lots and lots of them, so I went with the full drawers. Well, these, the dark gems from EvilCraft, there's lots of them, and I put a void on that. And then these four here, the lapis, this is the black quartz from Actual Editions, the Certus quartz from AE2, and then apatite from forestry. These make lots, and so I put void upgrades, and for the lapis and for the Certus, I went ahead and added some storage upgrades there, just to hold more. Everything else is really small amounts. Even well, let's look at the gems. Okay, my diamonds here have gone over 9 stacks. And I'm liking that. It's nice to have those for making things. So if I were to redesign this, and I might do it anyway, I would probably take all of these gems and make them 2x2 storage, because I'm not needing gobs and gobs and gobs. And, you know, I think the most I have is this white one here, which has got 400. So that's, yeah, that's 6 stacks. So I'd slap some void upgrades on them and let it process. And I'm really happy. This 187, there's some good stuff I can do with that, but that's a different episode. Anyway, I'm really glad this is working. So let's go ahead and turn that on. There's a few extra things I'd like to get out of that. Oh. That one right there. Of all that stone that's been processed, 1 osmium. That's it, 1. But that should be sufficient. That should be sufficient to kickstart my osmium needs. But, you know, since I'm here. One of the things that I do is I come over here, and I've got this little crafting station set up, and I'll stick an entire stack of stone, and sticks here, so I can fill up my inventory with these grinders, and then I come back over here and say, go in there and grind me up all sorts of resources. See? And it's just really cool watching them. They explode. Sometimes the stone comes in before they're picked up, and they kind of pop up, and that works out fine, rather than popping over to the side that they had before. So that works. All right, let's see. What else have I done since the last episode? I decided, as much fun as that falling through here is, and it is really fun, I went ahead and set up a little elevator here, just because with a little burst of lag, as I would go down, I would take damage at the bottom of the stairs. And I was going, why am I doing that? I don't like that. And speaking of lag is just one of those things that happens on a multiplayer server, and I'm okay with that. But Glitch noticed that we were getting some crashes, far too many crashes than we liked, just because people would play something, it would get really buggy, and every time that person would load that chunk, the server would crash, or somebody would log in and the tick would go absolutely awful because somebody had broken some rules with, like, big reactors. We have a rule that you want to have it all within one chunk, rather than split amongst different chunks. If we take a look right here, this building is split in 4 chunks, which doesn't matter a thing because there's nothing in here that is a multi-chunk item, and big reactors are annoying that way. If I had a big reactor here that were spanning these 4 chunks, and I'm way off in that direction, when I come back and pieces are loading, it causes some real ugliness on the server. And anyway, big shout out to Glitch, because he went ahead and set up a brand new server just for Nonsanity, Thorgal, and I to record on, just so we have some stability. And as much as it's nice having it not crash, I miss being there with the guys and chatting with them in chat. It's a drawback. I want to record these things so that I can have them out for you guys, but I also do like hanging out with the FTOG guys. And Here, we'll do a little spin around and say yay. Big yay to Glitch, and a shout out to him. He's one of my patrons, and so here's official shout out. Yay! Yay for Glitch and for the vast amounts of fantastic work he does. He is a great asset to the FTOG community. A lot of the servers that people are playing on here are provided by him. And it's on his dime, and we appreciate him so much for the effort he does. He doesn't make any money from this. It's something he does because he enjoys it. Kind of weird, but that's okay. We love him anyway for that, and I appreciate him gobs and gobs. So special shout out to Glitch. So yay for Glitch. Anyway, behind me here, I have manulin casings, or as I will say occasionally, manulinium cases. Both the condenser inside as well as the casing on the outside. And to make that, I needed to, let's take a look, I need some ardite, a chemical ore dust, and that needs magma cream. And the only way to get the magma creams, starlight infusion, or chemical reactor, which I don't have that made, or pulverizer, which again, I don't have that made, or you can kill magma creams in the nether. And that I had done. In fact, I went ahead and created this Tinker's Sword and stuck a whole bunch of lapis on this, because I've got lots of lapis, so it's got looting 3 on it. Oh boy, has that worked really, really well. Anyway, the nice thing about having this, the other parts you need, so ardite, that was the magma cream. I think I got like 10 of those, and the other was cobalt. And for cobalt, that's just lapis. I've got lots of lapis, so I went ahead and made me some of those and processed them through there. And I also went ahead and made some tertious alchemical dust, because it has a yield of 450%, which means 2 batches through and you get 9 things instead of 1 if you have it with the small amount. So you put 2 things through and you get 9 of the dust out, which has been working really well. Yeah, I emptied that out. Let's see. Yeah, I've got a little bit of ardite and cobalt left over, and I upgraded this to the dense stone storage just because I was starting to run out of room of my double chest. And I kind of like those. They work really well. They easily expand. It's good stuff. Anyway, almost 1300 efficiency here. Man, oh man, oh man, you put 1 dust through and you get lots of stuff out, which is why I'm happy I've got the osmium downstairs, because that osmium ore dust, if I take that powder and 2 lapis, and it's going to eat up a lot of my catalyst, but that will get me an ore dust. Oh, let's do that right now. Let's do that right now. I'm not going to actually build anything with that at this moment, but let's start the process. Come with me, osmium. I was so happy when I got that. I was jumping up and down in my chair and going, yay, finally. But I didn't want to actually process this until it came in here. And what was the rest of the thing? Lapis. And guess what I probably didn't bring up here? Yes, I didn't bring lapis with me, so let's go ahead and change that. I'm gonna grab a stack of it just so that I've got it up there without having to run down here all this time. There we go. Okay, let's go home. Home. All right. With that in place, I'm less inclined to just teleport up to the top with the home command. Anyway, I want to make sure I get the most, since there's nothing there. If I were to run this right now, I would get 4 of the powders, and I want to get 5. So I'm going to process a glass through, because you can never really have too much glass. I wonder, what do I have for glass up here? Yeah, I need some more glass. That would be really good. Okay, so now the first batch gets 4 times what it would normally make, and this batch will go ahead and produce 5. is going to suck up a lot of this. So look at it go. Oh man, that's expensive, but that's okay. So 5 of these rather than 4 is a much better deal. So we'll toss the glass up there. We'll toss this in here. Oh, this is so lovely. Okay, so we'll let that process and stuff. But the thing I wanted to do is I want to get this thing working, the empowerer, and to make that a little bit easier if I'm going to do batches, I went ahead and stuck a bunch of hoppers on there, and that's cheap. I've got wood and iron, and so each of these hoppers are pointing into a display stand. Same with over here, so I can put multiples in place for doing a recipe, because these things only hold 1 at a time, and then I can put in here multiple batches. So if I were doing, say, 3 stacks of redstone, the restonia, then I could put all 3 blocks in here. They will get processed one by one, and then the output gets stuck into here, and then likewise it processes through here. Anyway, I want to do that, and to get restonia, let's take a look. Restonia, to get this, that's easy. Just take redstone and zap it over there. But to get the empowered stuff, we need to run it through here. Apple, nether, I can do that easy. Oh, come back here, you. The blood orb, I can make that now with the EvilCraft. This, fire diamonds. Fire diamonds, I need an atomic calculator, blaze rods, which I've got now, and diamonds, which I also have. And I need those to be able to empower the restonia. And this, I'm going to do a full block when I charge it. That's going to need 50 million RF to charge. Well, I've got 50 million RF sitting right there, and so I can do 1 batch easy, and then if I'm doing multiples, the rest are going to take forever, because it's just these water wheels. Anyway, let's go make some calculator stuff, and I've got a bunch of the bits I need here, and let's take a look. Calculator. The first thing I need to do is make this, the calculator from the calculator mod, and for that just some cobblestone, some buttons, calculator screen that needs steel nuggets, and quartz glass, which is just glass and one of these Certus crushed nether quartz or regular nether quartz crushed up, depending on how it's set up. Now I could do this crushed nether quartz through a crusher, and I've got that, but I don't have much of this, and so I'd rather not. Now I can do the Certus. I've got lots of Certus, tons of Certus, but this only crushes the block, which how can I make that? Yeah, I don't have any of that, so and I can't make it. So what I instead need to do, I figured I would just go ahead and make that the manual crusher over there, and did a bunch. So that's no problem. So I'm going to need 3 of these screens, and that should be sufficient. I think calculation wise I need 12 of these mechanical components. So let's go ahead and make 12 of those. And then buttons. I need lots and lots of buttons. I think that's enough buttons, but buttons are just strange now. You need unfired stone buttons. Well, that's made with sticks, easy, and button clay, which is just clay and gravel. Because, of course, if you're making a button, you make it out of clay and gravel. I don't know why it needed to be changed, but it's changed. Anyway, so let's go ahead and put that there. I need 1 of these assemblies. Oh, and you know what I don't have lots of? I don't have a lot of cobble on me, so let's grab some cobble. All right, so at this point, I should be able to make the regular calculator. Oh, I need 2 buttons. I didn't grab 2 extra buttons. Okay, fine. I'll just make them so you can see exactly how they're done, because it's just kind of silly. Alright, so let's do that and grab some sticks here. Alright, so these here goes ahead and makes that button clay, and then we need to surround those by sticks like this, and that gives me the unfired buttons, and then we can just go ahead and fire them through something like this. Yes, that's how you make buttons, of course. And everybody understands that's how you make buttons. Yes, I've been putting my plates in here. Those are my 2 technical boxes. And I still haven't upgraded to the double chests, or the stone chests in there. I keep swearing I might do that, and then I just don't. Let's put the lapis away, because I don't need it on me. I brought it up so I could put it there. Alright, so let's go ahead and make the regular calculator. That should be this. Yay! And the problem is I can't do anything with it if there's not enough energy. So to make that happen, I need this little beastie here. I need a power cube to make that happen. And it's just a furnace surrounded by cobble. So let's go ahead and grab that, and that needs to be charged up. So let's come down here. And I was thinking, just throwing random crap up here. Let's go ahead and stick that random crap here. Sticks. Let's go. Can I shift? No. I thought sticks would do that. Anyway, there's no power on this thing, so I need to get up there. Let's go run around the side. Maybe I just need an actual wrench for that. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I did that. Yep. I did that. Oh, I can't run up there yet because I needed these from down here. Okay, now I can run back up there. Goofy. Alright. And so I need to carefully come over here so I don't fall down. Alright, so connector, wire, charging. So now I've got power for this, which is important. And now I can actually start doing stuff. Come on, charge up all the way. I believe it uses 1,000 or holds 1,000 RF in here. It does. All right, perfect. So now let's go back up because there's a few things I need for the next, which is the scientific calculator. I need reinforced stone, and that's cobble plus wood. And let's go ahead. You know, I've gotten to the point where I go, I'm going to make lots. So let's go ahead and grab this and that. And I don't need to come walking over here because I've got the calculator on me. So a stack of cobble, a stack of wood. This will give me 4 stacks of this. And why not? All right, the other piece I need for the scientific calculator, because I can make these. Let's go ahead and make 1, 2 more of those. And is that gold stuff. This, the enriched gold ingots. To make that, I need to make this enriched iron, or this rich gold, which is calculated. It's gold and redstone, and that makes 4 of those. So let's come over here. And I've been getting gobs and gobs of gold from the mob farm there in the Nether. They've been giving me gobs and gobs of gold ingots, and then tons of the nuggets. So I've got, gold is not an issue anymore. So let's go ahead and put that there, that there. That'll give me a bunch of these. Anything uses that? Let's see. Yeah, pretty much this reassembly chamber. Okay. So, and I can grind those as needed, but let's go ahead and turn these into ingots and start that processing here. Let's see, what else? Let's put, I need that one there, those there, I need those there, and then the ingot pieces. All right, so that's the scientific calculator. And again, that needs to be charged. I've got 2. Give me 4. All right, so by the time that is done, I'll have placed these. Yep. And so now this should get me my scientific calculator. Indeedy. So let's go downstairs. Let's charge that bad boy up. Does it hold 1,000 as well? Or has it got more? I don't know. I don't remember. I've done very little with calculator. Oh, it does hold more. Well, tough. You're holding 1,000. That's all for now. And I've done 1 crafting, and it's still... I wonder if this actually goes down any power-wise. But anyway, the next thing I need is the atomic calculator, because the atomic calculator is the one that will make those fire diamonds for me. So for that, I need some of these. Looks like 4 of those. Another screen here, and then it needs this assembly here. Well, that needs an emerald. Okay, and the assembly needs these advanced assemblies. Well, that's more of these. So let's go ahead and make one of those. Oh, what was that centerpiece thing? Reinforced iron. Oh, okay. Don't have that yet. Let's go ahead and grab an iron, because I believe it is... No, that's steel. I believe it's just iron and a reinforced stone. Let's check which calculator that needs. Whoops, wrong one. This one here. Reinforced, that is okay, regular calculator, iron plus reinforced stone. And I only need 1 of those because it makes 4 when the recipe is complete. So I'm coming over to... I need to make... This is where I didn't have many of these. Okay, so I need more of the gold and these calculator assemblies. So I need 4 of those. All right, and then I need more of this gold. Hey, got plenty. All right, so let's go ahead and one of you go there, and you go there, and that gives me 4 of these bad boys. Perfect. Are these surrounding... that I've got these, so I need to surround them there of that one, right? Mind like a steel trap. All right, so that should work. And so the next thing I need is these atomic modules, and that uses tanzanite, and 4 more of those. Alrighty, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe have 1 more than I needed. So those go there. And I need tanzanite, which of course is downstairs, and I didn't grab that earlier. Of course I didn't. And I think tanzanite is this one. Nope, that's iolite. Okay, which one's tanzanite? Tanzanite is up in here. It's that one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Triple check. That's tanzanite. Alrighty. And I'm so glad that the Silent Gems works for that, because otherwise I'd have to make a tanzanite tree and harvest that, and that would just make life unbearably long and tedious. Yay! Okay, so that makes this. That makes the 1 I need here, which, doink, gives me my atomic calculator. Does this need power? I think all of them have needed power. You know, it's kind of looking like it needs power. Let's... You know, I think I can pick it up and put it down. Oh, it doesn't look like it needs power. And I can break it. Perfect. It's a good thing I checked before I broke it. All right. Let's go ahead and put that there. And this I need... stuff that I didn't grab from downstairs. Of course I didn't do it. Okay, I need... why I'm over here? I needed blaze rods. Blaze rods aren't over there. Blaze rods are mob drops, and they come from over here. Alright, got lots of blaze rods. So let's go ahead and let's make 2 of them. And then I need diamonds from downstairs, which of course I didn't run to get. I should have done this earlier, but I didn't. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab more diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's too many. There we go. All right, now let's get me up here fast. So now, diamonds there, blaze rods in the center. Fire diamonds. That is very nice. Now the question is, where the heck is my blood orbs that I made? There we go. 2 blood orbs. I needed... Trying to remember the nether wart thingy-majigger, which means bricks. See, I've got that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nether wart should be in here. 54. Alright, so that, and oh, I only grabbed 3. Why did I only grab 3? One more. There we go. And let's make that again, because I'm doing 2 batches right now, because why not? And I'm drawing a blank. There was a third thing, was that red dye? Okay. Apples. I think it was apples. Alright, now I'm going to actually look it up and see if my memory worked. Restonia, the powered one is apple. Okay, I've got all of these now, and so now I just need redstone, and I'll just make that downstairs right away. Okay, so I've got gobs of stuff kicking around here. Let's make 2 big piece stacks real quick. Yep, this one here, my crafting table on a stick. I've come to like this more and more. I hold down the shift key and then hit spread grid, and it, oh, I'm loving that. I'm loving that a lot. Okay, so let's take you, toss you out, hit you. There's my redstonia pieces. And so if I put those in there, one gets stuck in. And let's do you apples, and you the stinking fire diamonds that took forever, and you the stinking blood orbs that took forever, and then you the really easy nether brick. Lasers, and we've got the lasers below. I figured, because why not? we could use that that actually additions power relay here, because it kind of looks cool. It's a little weird that it's zipping through this hopper, but everybody knows hoppers are transparent, right? Well, they are. Let's see how power-wise we're doing here. You know, it's going to take a while, because that's the first 2 million out of 50 million RF, and it goes down, and then it goes over and up, and does a little zigzag, and then out, and it works. Okay, I'll bring you back when that is done. 9 hours later. It takes so long. So here's what I'm going to do. Let's go upstairs, and I'm going to grab an osmium. Let's see, are you done? You're all done. I actually made a lot of osmium out of that. That's a huge amount. Okay, that's 2. Because what I did is, as this was processing through, and it was almost 3 stacks worth. And very close. I took one of these osmiums out, threw it downstairs in my grinder to make the dust, and then made a second batch of 5 powders. So that's 2. That's two powders worth. And so you can see I can make more from this. So I'm very, very happy. And with that, that means I can come over to here. Here's where I can go. And I've got me a Metallurgic Infuser. Oh, so nice. Let's grab a few thingies over here. I want a little bit more osmium. Let's grab 12 osmium. Let's go ahead and grab, a like amount of iron. And there's redstones downstairs. I need that too. So let's go down, and now comes the question. Now comes the question of where to put this Metallurgic Infuser, and I'm running out of space here. That I could stick it right here, except I'm afraid anything. Well, actually, no, it won't. Let's do that. I can stick it right there, because I really don't need to access those pipes. So I do need to give it some power, and again we'll have to kind of hop up. Now let's go around 1.5 high. Because I've got the bottom slabs everywhere, it means that I can't hop up as much as I would normally expect. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so what I can do here, redstone. Let's grab some redstone. So what I can do with this is throw my stuff away. Is I can go ahead and, with some redstone in here, I can process this iron, which is the noise of these things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get some muffler upgrades on this, but really annoying. Sound mufflers, the actual sound muffler blocks, don't do a thing for these mechanism devices. But anyway, now I can make these enriched alloys, which can be used in all sorts of different things. Lots of pipes, which is going to be very, very nice to have. But let's go ahead and dump that there. There's configurations here where right now auto eject is off. You know, I don't want to go into there. I want to move this elsewhere where I can sit there and have it automatically eject stuff out into a chest, which would be nice, and have stuff automatically feed in, but that's later. And I might put it over there, although if I'm charging things up, there's going to be zero power over there. This works fine over here. That's probably enough for right now. Let's go ahead and do the rest of these, because I want to process some of these osmium stuff through, because they make something else. They make these, the basic control circuit, which, if I take a look in here, nope. In here, a basic control circuit, or this doohickey, where I need the copper, I need the rubber trees to get out that, smelt that down, refine the iron, or I can sit there and make one of these. So much easier. So I'm making a bunch of these because that, again, so much easier. Now, what I really want is this rolling machine, because that gets me a metal bucket. And that's the only way of getting a metal bucket in Modern Skyblock 2. And so that's what I've been pushing for such a long time. Let's just take 6 of those and let that grind away. Let's go upstairs and let's start looking at stuff to do. I need to make this rolling machine, and so for that I need 2 of these advanced circuits, and that's pretty easy. That's just these plus those. So I need 2 of them. I need some of those too, I think. So I need 2 of these iron casings, and we'll come over here and slap those. I've got some refined iron plates, doink doink. That gives me the basic machine frames. Now I need 2 more of these. I've got the 2 advanced. I need to make 2 compressors, and they're stone, a basic machine frame, and the basic control circuit. Well, I've got basics, machine frames. So let's grab some stone real quick. That should be sufficient. And this goes like, no, why am I looking over here? That's the wrong place. It's over here, that's where I am. This goes there, and that gives me 2 compressors. Don't. No, rolling machine, I need 2 compressors, those. All right, so 2 compressors, ba-dump, 2 of these advanced circuits, gadink, and another one of these basic machine frames, and then pistons. Yeah, pistons. Pistons are a load of fun. Let's take a look at what we need. We need just any old plank, got lots of that. Iron rods, I made more than I expected, so I have those. Sturdy stone. Sturdy stone is just stone and cobble. Okay, well, fine. Let's go ahead and make 4 batches worth of sturdy stone. Let's come into here. I've got enough for 4. I had plenty of these because I made them accidentally. They make in groups of 4. And then this refined iron ingot here. Let's come over here. Oh, I made one of these spice racks so I could stick my calculators up here. I need the scientific one, that one. Oh, come on. I thought I was able to just grab. Nope. Well, maybe it's I can just place. Okay, that's what it is. I can just place these things, which is handy, but I want to grab them. 16 items. So nice. Anyway, I need to make, for the pistons, this stinking thing, the redstone ingot. And for that, I need to use the scientific calculator, reinforced iron, and that empowered restonia. That's why I need this. For nothing more than the pistons. That's all that stuff I've been building up to at this point. That's it. And it's still going. And it's still going. Well, let's ignore that for a little bit. Plates. I've been making the plates here rather than the compressor up above because, or plate masher, or whatever the thing is, because I could just pour it in here. So refined iron, brass, all that stuff, or bronze, done. This is taking forever. But you remember how I said I was doing 2 batches? I already got 1 done. That was done while I was still doing the stuff up above. But yeah, this is no power in here. It's going to take forever and 9 days to do that, but that's okay. I already got 1 batch here, so I don't care. Now, I need to make 4 of these. One of those. All right, so, and then I have 5 left over for just throwing around and dancing a happy jig of joy and delight. 4 pistons. That's... yeah, that's an amazingly difficult thing to make for pistons. It's mid-game thing to make these stinking pistons. Okay, I need 1 more of these basic machine frames. And the good news is I've got 1 sitting right here. The bad news is that was an accident. And let me show you what I mean from an outtake from an earlier episode. So that just flat out won't work. No matter what I tried, it just wouldn't work. Oh, no, you broke up. That is one of the dumbest things. Yeah, I was most upset. As you could hear, I was, yes, it was a terrible day, and that's all we're going to talk about it. So, because I was going, anyway, rolling machine, yay! Let's get this stuff off my bar. Let's put this away, dink. And let's power this puppy up, there and there. And oh, I have since made 1 of these wrenches so that I don't make that mistake again. I think, again, I'm just kind of packing crap all over here. I could put the rolling machine right here if I change this. Let's do that. You can point over here. I'm not sure how much more I'm going to need that, because if I need stacks and stacks and stacks of stuff, I can do it. Otherwise, if I'm doing a stack, I just put it right there. So let's go ahead and hike back up over here, because I'm too lazy to put up ladders over there. Whee! Hop over. All right, so now you go away. That, and that. Oh, yeah. What? Oh. I was looking at the connector here and going, there's no power. All that work and there's no power. Okay, so that's powering up. And guess what I can do here? Dink, 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 dink. It's getting me a bucket. It's getting me 2 buckets. 2 for all this work. 2 buckets. Did you hear that? It sounds like choirs singing. It sounds like fireworks. It sounds like good, happy joy. All that stinking work for buckets. All of this work. All of that work. All of this stuff to get 2 stinking buckets. Buckets. Well, I can have buckets. And all that work for stinking buckets. But I got it. So silly. But hey, that's what makes it fun. And lasers and pew pew and all that cool stuff. I like it. I like the interaction. It just sometimes I just look and go, why do you make the stone button so hard? Why? But anyway, buckets. I've got buckets. I've got lots of buckets. I can make stuff with buckets. I've got the Metallurgic Infuser there from Mechanism. That opens up a ton of good stuff. Yes. Oh yeah, I am very, very happy. And with that, I'm going to end the episode. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here on the FTOG Modern Skyblock 2 server. And I can have a bucket. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, here. I'll wave. Buckets!